Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Toothless Tigers, and we are at the Championship Series. We defeated the Seattle Mariners in the previous game, divisional series, by a score of 3-1. Beat the Orioles, came back from 1-0 down to win that series 2-0, 2-1, and now we're in the Championship Series. We're one series away, we're 4 wins away from the World Series. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. First game of the divisional series was a hell of a game, 18 innings. Let's see what we can do in the first game here. We've got Andrew Painter back on the hill. Didn't have a great game in the first game of the divisional series. They've got a very good lineup, as we know. Seen this team quite a bit. Obviously, our interdivision rivals, so let's see what we can do. It'll be an absolute shock if we can pull this off. But let's get straight into it as we roll right into the bottom of the second as Correa is up 0-2 with 2 runners on. And he's going to single on a 0-2 pitch. So bases are unloaded, none away here at the bottom of the second. Painter running into some trouble. Brett Beatty is up 3-1 count to him. And he's walked in a run. And they still threaten here with the bases still loaded and still none away. But Tyler Stevenson strikes out swinging. We get one away. Up is Ryan McMahon. 1-2 count to him. He's going to drive one up to the second baseman who flips it to short and to first. Double play. We get out of the inning. Bases loaded, none out twice, and they only score 1. We have to be pretty happy with that. Let's see if we can fight back against Kyle Wright. We are on second here with 2 away for Hyoji Nakao, who's going to softly ground out to second base. As we continue on here at Target Field, heading to the bottom of the third. Cam Painter of a better inning. 2 men on for Gallo, 2 away though. And he's going to single up the middle. That should score 1 as Chirrillo guns it in, only to the cutoff. Rodriguez scores, Buxton third. Gallo with a ribby single. Give the Twins a 2-0 lead. Now Correa's up, but he's going to fly softly to centre field, and Chirrillo will retire him. Moving on to the top of the fourth. Can we get anything going against Wright? Nothing going. How's the bottom fourth? 2 on again. Really laboured start so far from Painter. Full count to Curtis Mead. Strike 3 swinging, 2 away for Gio Urshela. 1 on count to him. Runners from first and second. He crushes one to the left field gap off the top of the wall. That's going to score a 2 at least, as both runners score in the end. Mead on second, Urshela on second with a double, and the score now 4-0. Next up is Emmanuel Rodriguez. 1-2 count to him. He's going to take the pitch to right field, but that's playable. And the bottom of the fourth is done. We're headed to the fifth here. 4-0 Minnesota Twins. That might be game done for Andrew Painter. Not a great start. Kyle Wright is dominating us though. As we head here, Flores is going to come in for the bottom of the fifth. Gets through that, no problem. Need him to eat 2 innings here. We still get nothing going, as Flores is up at 30 pitches now with 2 on, 1 away. Let's get Michael King warming as we get fit. Curtis Mead strikes out swinging on a full count. 2 away here for Urshela. 1-0 count to him, and he flies out to centre. So 2 scoreless innings for Wilmer Flores. Couldn't ask for much more out of the pen there. And we are going to head to the top of the 7th as Francis Peguero is in. What can we do against him? We get 2 runners on here for Gage Workman. 1 for 2 today. 2 count to him though. And he takes that pitch deep to left field, and that's gone. Gage Workman with a huge 3-run shot. Not the first time he's hit a big home run in this playoffs, and he has just put us within 1 run of the Twins with 1 swing of the bat. 4-3 now here in the 7th, and that is a huge at-bat from Gage Workman to bring us right back into this game. Alexis Diaz now comes on as Peguero blows this game a little bit. He's going to strike out Chirrillo, but a huge at-bat from Gage Workman gets us back within 1. Let's see what Elvis Alvarado can do. Can he keep them shut out? He's facing 3-4-5, their best hitters, and he does beautifully. Emmanuel Clase now coming in, facing off against Riley Green to start this. We'll go batter by batter. 1-1 count to Riley Green. He's going to ground out to second, 1 away. Hyoji Nakao 0 for 3 today. 2-2 count to the big lefty. Strike 3 swinging. Up comes Hendrick, full count to him. Class A dispatches of him as well. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, Alex Lang will come in to try and keep this game a 1-run ball game. Correa reaches second with 2 away. Here's McMahon, 3-2 count to him. He takes the pitch up the centre. It's going to score a run here, as it's a ribby single, and he takes second on the throw, and the lead is up to 2. Curtis Mead is up. He walks. Lang struggling a bit here. 2-1 count to Ashella. He's going to ground to second. Play should be made, but it isn't. He eats it. Byers can't make the play. And it's bases loaded with 2 away. Really struggling now. Emmanuel Rodriguez, their best hitter, up 0 count to him, and he's going to ground out to first. Get away with one there in the bottom of the 8th, only allowing 1. But we head here to the top of the 9th with 2 runs at least required to get us to extras here, or at least the bottom half of the 9th. Mason Wynn has had a 0 for 3 day. Adinso Reyes, just throw someone else in there for maybe get something started here. 2-2 count to Adinso. He strikes out swinging. Colt Keith is now up. Class A still on the hill. Takes the first pitch up the middle, and it's a diving play by McMahon, and he makes the catch. That's 2 away. And here's the 2 for 3 Dylan Dingler. Much better game from him. He's going to rip one down the left field line. That's going to get past the third baseman. 2 out single from Dingler brings up Javi Baez. Not had a day today. Manuel Sequeira. Let's see what he can do, as he's going to pinch hit for Javier. First pitch to Sequeira is a dribbler to second. Play is made, and the Twins take game 1 here, 5-3. A unfortunately poor performance from Painter. Really struggled so far in the playoffs, and a dominant display from Kyle Wright. Gage Workman with a huge home run, almost getting us back in there. His 9th RBI on the playoffs, probably most in the team. But it's not enough for the Tigers as we go down 5-3 at Minnesota. Now we head to game 2. I'm going to bring in Manuel Sequeira for Gage Workman, and I'm going to bring Gage Workman up the order a bit here. Having a great time of it. Riley Green still struggling. We have a righty on the mound though. Let's continue on like this. Sandy Alcantara in. Really struggled in his previous pitching performance. Let's see if he can settle down. Perfect 3-1 for both. And 3-2. No hits allowed so far. Ooh, we are in the bottom of the 3rd, and Sandy Alcantara is struggling. First 2 men reach here. 1-0 count to McMahon. He gaps a shot. This is going to score 1 at least. Potentially 2 as McMahon comes up with a big hit. It's only 1 as Churia gets it, hustles it in. But now runners on 2nd and 3rd with none away. 1-2 count to Curtis Mead. He's going to hit one the other way. Should score a run, but doesn't. Sequeira makes the play. Runner holds at 3rd. Get away with one there. Gio Urshela up. 1-0 count to him. He's going to fly it to right. Hendrick will make the play. Should be a sac fly and is not. So 3-2 count to Emmanuel Rodriguez. Can we get away with this with just 1 run? We do. 1 run conceded in the inning, and that really isn't bad given the position we're in. Now Matt Cantorino. No hitters so far through 3. What can we do in the top of the 4th? Absolutely nothing. Bottom 4. Lead-off double from Kirillov. 3-2 count to Gallo. Strike 3 looking. 1 away. Correa up 2-0 count to him. He's going to hit one up the middle. Workman makes the play. He fields it at least, but no throw. Correa beats it out. Now it's an 0-2 count to Brett Beatty. He grounds to second. Play on to Workman, on to first. Double play. 4-6-3. Inning over. We head to the 5th here, looking for our first hit on the day. Cantorino shutting us down. We finally get it, as Workman, I believe, hits a double. No, he singled and stole. Now we have Keith up, full count to him, and he looks at one right down the pipe. Matt Cantorino has been excellent today. Alcantara, though, not been too bad himself as we head to the 6th. 1-run game still, as Dingler is up. 1-2 count to the catcher. Strikes out swinging. Sequeira up, full count to him. Cantorino still rolling here. Sequeira takes the full count pitch to Senna. Playable for Rodriguez. It's 2 away for Churio. Full count to him. Very similar hit. Straight to centre field. Top of the 6th done. 1 hit for your Tigers this whole game. Bottom of 6th, done. Sandy Alcantara is going to be done. Great performance from him. Cade Cavalli is now in. Can we get anything going against him? Full count to the first batter. Riley Green really struggled in the playoffs. Can he finally come up with something? He walks as that brings up Nikal. 3-0 count to him. Swinging on the 3-0 pitch, and he is going to ground into a double play. 3-0, 2 outs. Not the way you want to see that happen. Hendrick then walks. Bringing up Mason Winnow, 1 count to him. He's going to hit one to second. Playable by the second baseman. 7. Top of the 7th is done. Speaking of done, Sandy Alcantara is done. We're going to bring in Chris Clark. He gets through the 7th, no problem. We head to the 8th as we have Emmanuel Class A coming in again. I've really struggled to get hits, and Class A is not the man you want to try and get hits off. 2-2 count to Workman. Huge hit in the previous game. Can't do anything here. 1 away. Colt Keith is up. He's 0 for 1 and a walk, I believe. As he takes the first pitch, swings, hits it to second. Playable though. Keith's way. Now I'm going to bring in Harry Ford. See if we can't get anything going here. For Dylan Dingler. Full count to Harry Ford, the pinch hitter. Batting 238. Had a couple of big hits so far this postseason. That's not going to be one of them as he grounds out to the pitcher. And we have 3 outs now to try and get at least 1 run. Potentially more, depending on how this inning goes. Yoendris Gomez is going to be coming in. And we'll see if we can put them away in the bottom of the 8th. 2 out, but 2 on. Full count to Kirillov. Grounds to second. And the play is not made, as I do not know how he scores there. And Gallo's now up the runners and corners. 2-run game it is, but he's going to fly out to Hendrick as we head to the top of the 9th with the 2-run deficit here. And we really need to score some runs. Outside of that 3-run home run, nothing has happened. Sequeira is up. 2-2 count to him. Clase stays in. Sequeira grounds to the shortstop Correa. Easy play for him. 1 away. Churrillo up. 1-2 count to Jackson Churrillo. He swings, hits it to deep right, but flies out. And now Riley Green, the last batter. I'm going to bring in Torque. We need something going here. Anything will do. 0-2 count to Torque, the pinch hitter. He's 0 for 9. Make it 0 for 10 as he flies out to centre field. That's your final. 2-0. We get 1 hit by the Minnesota Twins. And we're going to have to find it here as we go back to Detroit. Nothing really to write home about there. Alcantara was solid. But besides that, we had 1 bat hit, and that was from Gage Workman. Huge pitching performance from Cantarino, Cavalli, and Clase A has been superb in this series so far. MVP probably for sure. As we head to Comerica here, what can we get going? KBO announced their posted players. No one of note. As we move into this 3-game homestand, and we're going to have to see something happen here. Again, I'm going to bring Gage Workman up the lineup, I think. Head of Mason Wynn. I'm going to bring in Harry Ford for Dingler. Give him... Just see if we can get anything going here. And then I'm going to take Hendrick out for Spencer Torkelson. See if... Just literally anything. We just need some spark as we... Lozado is on the hill for us, allows a lead-off double of some description. Scheller is up, he gets a hit, 1-1 and a 1-1 count. That's going to score Meade, and they strike here. Within 2 batters, they have done more than we did all of last game. That brings up Emmanuel Rodriguez, 1-2 count to him, strike 3, swinging. Can Lozado get through it? He can. We head. Finally, some offense, and it's a solo shot on the second pitch of Simeon Woods Richardson's day as Churrillo hits a lead-off homer for us. Riley Green is now up, 0-2 count to him. He's going to hit a base hit up the middle. Finally, looks like something may be getting going for the Tigers here. But that is all she wrote in the bottom of the first. Nothing happening top second. Bottom second, Keith is on third here. Not sure how he got there. Triple from Colt Keith. As that brings up Mason Wynn, 3-2 count to him. And he's going to drive in Keith with a single to left. That's going to give us a lead here, 2-1. And that is all for that inning. As we head on here, nothing doing in the top of the third. Bottom 3, 2 men on now for Torque. Full count to Torque. He's going to walk on a full count, and that loads the bases for the hot Gage Workman. 3-1 count to him, and he walks. That's a 3-1 game to the Tigers. One away still. It's called Keith is up to count to the DH. Triple last time. Takes one to deep right. Playable by the right fielder. Should score a run easily on the sac fly, and does. Makes it 4-1 Tigers. Win is now up 0-1 count to him. Runners on the corners. He's going to drive in a run as well, as it's 5-1. Runner goes first to third and is safe. That's Torkelson on scoring. Workman safe at third. Win comes in with huge. Single to extend our lead to 5-1. Javi Baez now in, facing Francis Peguero, who threw the game almost in game one, but Baez swings and misses. Had a fastball outside the zone, not the first time or the last time he will do that. As we press on here to the top of the fourth. Luzardo keeping them quiet so far. 6-1 Tigers now, as a Riley Green double scores Chirrillo from first. That's going to bring up Hyoji Nakatu to count to him. He's going to fly one to centre. Playable though for Buxton, as he makes play, and that brings up Torque with 2 away. He's going to rip a single up the middle. Is it going to score a run? He tries to score and will. It's a ribby single from Spencer Torkelson, and we go 7-1 up. And now Workman reaches on a hit for Colt Keith, 3-1 count to him, runners on first and second. He's going to ground out to first on a 3-1 play. But we score 2 more here and stretch our lead to 7-1. Luzardo still absolutely dealing. As Baez is on second now in the bottom of the fifth here for Harry Fordo to count. He strikes out looking. Brings up Chirrillo on an 0-2 pitch. Hits one to deep left. Playable though by Gallo. And that is the 5th inning in the books. Luzardo, can he give us 6? He's going to be labouring here now. 73 pitches, no point risking it really. I'm going to get Michael Kim warming as Emmanuel Rodriguez next up. Full count to him. He's going to pop out to second base. That's one away. Byron Buxton is up. He's going to take that pitch to centre. It's going to drop in front of Chirrillo, but the runner does not advance from third. He goes second, third, but nothing doing. 0-2 count to Beatty. Strike 3 called. Bringing up Correa. 83 pitches now for Luzardo. 1-1 to Correa. He's going to ground to short. Playable for Workman. Goes the easy way to second. And that is the 6th inning for Luzardo in the books, and I'm more than happy with that from Luzardo. Going to get Fenelon up warming as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Nothing doing for us. Wilmer Fenelon is in. Shuts the door on them there. Get Lang up warming. Bottom 7, home run for the Tigers. Hit by Colt Keith, solo shot. So we extend our lead to 8-1. Let's see if Fenelon can go through 8. He can. Wilmer Fenelon putting on a show here. I'm going to get Yoendris Gomez up. Save Diaz. 9-1 Tigers now. As a solo shot from Jackson Chirrillo. Another for him. Green is 3 for 4 today as well. Make that 3 for 5. As that we head to the 9th. Can Gomez shut the door? Allows a homer. And that is it. Chirrillo with 2 shots. Solo shots today. Really got us going. Much better performance from Riley Green. Torque was 1 for 3 today. Keith 2 for 3 with a homer. Wynn had 2 hits and 2 runs. Much better performance. Luzardo was excellent on the day. Fenelon was excellent. Gomez allowed 1, but that was that. Much better performance from the Tigers at home. We still trail this 2-1 though. I'm going to bring in Sequeira again. Again, I'm going to move Workman there. But besides that, I think we press on here. K. Cavalli, who's already pitched in this game. Sorry, in the series. He's going to get the nod. Against Ty Madden, who was excellent last time out. We need another one of those, please. As we're in the bottom of the first, and we're already threatening again here. We look a different team at home, although Hendrick is just, not a double play. Grounds into force out. That allows Wynn to get up. And it's a wild pitch. Nothing doing now. As Wynn gets back in, faces the 2-2 pitch. Strikes out, looking. We get threatened, but we get nothing. Madden quiet, keeps them quiet. Keith on second. Here's Workman. 1-2 count to him, known away. He strikes out swinging. Sequeira up. 0-1 count to him. Gets plunked. He goes to first. Runners on first and second for Dingler, who is going to ground into a 5-4 force out, not the double play. As again, the inning is extended. 1-0 count to Chirrillo, the centre fielder, who takes that pitch to deep right field. but not deep enough as it's playable for Emmanuel Rodriguez, and that is your second inning in the books. First two men reach for third. First bit of trouble. 4-time Madness. Kurtz meters up. It's a grounded to short. 6-4 on the force out. That is one away. Runners and corners for Gio Scheller, who is going to single onto left and bring home the game's first run, as he singles and brings home Stevenson, as Mead is on second. This brings up Emmanuel Rodriguez, straight count to him. He's walked, bases loaded, one away for Byron Buxton. 2-1 count. He's going to fly to center, playable for Churrillo. Can he prevent the run from scoring? Guns it home. Not quick enough, I don't believe, as he's safe, and that is 2-0 on the sack flies. Gallo's up, and he pops up the first pitch of his at-bat, and that is your inning as Workman makes play. So Twins score 2 here in the third as we head now to the bottom of the third. Nothing doing. Better inning from Madden as we are in the bottom of the third, and we have 2-on for Keith 2-0 count to the shortstop as he crushes one to left. Playable though for the left fielder Gallo, and that's one away. Brings up Sequeira, the second baseman, as he also hits one deep, but again not deep enough as Byron Buxton makes a play. Runner advances from second to third there as we've got runners in the corners for Dingler. 2-2 count to him. Strikes out, swinging the rally killer Dingler. Ends our bottom of the fourth as we have Madden here in the top fifth, and he gets through 5. I am happy with that from him. King can get in. He's been warmed up a few times but hasn't actually pitched yet. Let's see what he can do. Instantly allows a solo shot. Not ideal, as that is that. We've got righty. I'm going to bring in Chris Clark. He's not seen a lot of action. Can we get anything going here? We have an incomplete. Is that heavy? Byers is going to have to come in now, as Sequeira is injured for some reason or another. Nothing doing for us though, I don't believe. No, sorry, Gage Workman has tripled to lead off the inning, as Javi Byers is now up, first pitch batter of the game, and he crushes one to left, doubled off the wall, maybe more from Javi Byers as he can run pretty well. No, double was all, but he scores the run from third, and we are on the board here, finally in the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 is your score. Dylan Dingler, 2-2 count to him. Just don't strike out, and he strikes out. Should have brought in Harry Ford. Here comes Churrillo. Had a great game last game. Not so much today as he grounds out second. Runner doesn't get to third though. That brings up Riley Green, lefty v lefty. 1-2 count to the left fielder. He makes contact, but no hit, as that is the end of the 7th. As Chris Clark is going to come in here for the top of the 8th. However, was injured. Going to bring in Brant Herter because I haven't seen him pitch much. And he gets through the 8th, no problem. Unfortunately, this leaves... We have a chance here to score. Gage Workman is up, 1-2 count to him. Runs on first and second, and he strikes out. Emmanuel Class A gives us nothing here. As we head to the top of the 9th, Jose Diaz will come in to see if he can keep us, and he allows a solo shot. And that's possibly the game here. As Javi Byers is up, we now need 3 runs. Wilker Reyes is in. Javi Byers hits lefties pretty well, but we're going to need 3 runs here in the bottom of the 9th to take this to extras. As Byers hits one to centre, but that is playable for the centre fielder. Harry Ford is going to get a chance to pinch hit here, as it's now going to be a 3-1 count to the catcher. Ball 4, and he walks. Churrillo is up 1 for 4 today. Full count to Jackson Churrillo. He's going to hit one to short. That's playable, and that is a double play. And the Twins take a 3-1 lead here, as their catcher is teabagging the floor. That is your final. Madden was okay, and our bullpen was okay, but again, nothing doing on offense. We had Keith had 3 hits, being very good this postseason. Workman was pretty good as well. Had that big triple, but besides that, we just lack offense, and I think it's clear we aren't ready to win a World Series yet. And the thought that we were going to ever be there was possibly a bit of an exciting dream. A couple of injuries we had to deal with as Chris Clark and and Manuel Sequeira go down injured. So we can bring in potentially another. It's going to be Isak Pacheco. We're going to bring in, and then a pitcher Prelander Baroa, as we will see how that impacts everything. As we play potentially the final game of our postseason here. Isaac Pacheco, is it facing a righty? Tempted to bring him in here and play him second base if he can play. He can't play second base. He can play third, but can Mason Wynn play second? He can. So what I'm going to do is bring him in for Javi Baez, play Wynn second, and play Pacheco third. I've not seen enough from Hendricks, so Torque's going to come in, and Ford will start over. Over Dingler, and then Colkeith can come back in there and DH. I'm going to move him up the lineup to fourth as well. Painter on the hill. We need something of a much better performance from him if we're going to get anywhere further in this playoff. Not a great start though, as he's allowed he's runner on second. First batter of the game, and he will get the next batter, but Mead reaches third. Rodriguez is up with a really good chance here to make it 1-0, and he comes through. Twins strike first here, and Painter once again had a good season, but really struggling in the playoffs. As we start off the back foot already. However, the first 2 men reach for us as Nakao is up. First 3 men reach for the Tigers as Nakao's single up the middle is going to load the bases. That'll bring the Colt Keith up, who's been moved to fourth after having a great postseason. He walks on 4 pitches. Kari, right, absolutely needs to find the strike zone here. 1-1, bases loaded, none out still as Mason Wynn is up. He's going to ground to short. All they get is the runner at second though. So it's a 2-1 Tigers lead. Runners still in the corners with only 1 away as Torkelson is up, as he's going to ground to second and ground into a 4-6-3 double play. Unfortunately, not what we were looking for there, as we head to the top of second and we start rolling through these innings. At bottom third, we take a 3-1 lead on a solo home run from Riley Green. There's life yet in this team, as Painter really has settled down since that first inning. 2 men on for Pacheco, the new man. He's going to ground to second. 4-6, not a double play though, as Torque reaches third. Here's Workman, 2-2 count to the shortstop. He strikes out with runners on the corners though. As we head to the fifth, Painter at 41 pitches got plenty of energy left in the tank. Can we get something going here in the bottom fifth? We can. Green and Nakao reach. It's Keith, full count to fourth in the lineup, as he's going to ground to first. They're going to get the force at second, but nothing back, as Guerrero's in here to shut this inning down, facing Mason Wynn. Runners and corners 2 away. He's going to slap one into the deep right centre field of Comerica Park. That will score 1. It might score 2 here. It's a 2-run double from Mason Wynn, and we take a 5-1 lead. Torkelson now up with a runner on second. 2-0 count to him. He's going to, and it's going to be a diving play by Emmanuel Rodriguez. Robs Torque of a hit and a run. That's got batted in. As we head to top of the 6th, as Painter is up. Should be no problem to get through that. Allows 1 run, not a problem. Lead off triple from Harry Ford though in the bottom of the 6th. They're going to walk Pacheco to get to Workman. And then it's a wild pitch, so it doesn't matter anyway, as Ford is going to come home to score. Pacheco's going to take second, and here's still Workman. They do strike him out. But the run has scored anyway from third. Here's Chirria with a runner on second. He's going to pop out on a 1-1 count. That's 2 away. Bringing up Riley Green, 1-0 count to him with a runner on second. He's going to hit one to right, and he gets down in front of the right fielder. That's going to score a run from second. Green will take second on the play, and it's 7-2 Tigers. The cow up, walks on 4 pitches. Much better hitting performance from us. 0-2 count to Keith. He's going to line out to second. But we do score 2 runs here as we head to the top of the 7th. Painter still in. Gets through 7 innings. Great performance. I asked it from him, and he delivered, as we'll get Baroa warming. We're in the bottom 7th. 2 runners on for Pacheco. He's over 2 on his first game in the playoffs. And make that over 3 as he grounds into a 1-6 force out. That brings up Gage Workman, 2-1 count to him, runners in the corners. Single scores a run, but he's going to fly out to left. That will be the 7th. But we head to the 8th with Baroa in. Can he shut the door in the 8th? He can. That will set up the door for Jose Diaz. Do we get any more insurance? No. Jose Diaz to shut this door here in the top of the 9th. He does just that as we dispatch of the Twins here in Game 5 to bring this to 3 games to 2. Still in favour of the Twins. Green had a great day, 2 for 3 with a homer, finally turning up a bit. Wynn drove in 3 runs, Ford with 3 hits on the day. He'll be starting the next game. As we press on to, unfortunately, back to Minnesota, we're going to have to win 2 games in Missouri. Sorry, in Minnesota, not Missouri. If we're going to want a chance here of going to the World Series. I'm going to get Harry Ford back in the lineup and probably do that for now. But Sandy Alcantara on the hill. Let's see what we can get out of him back at target field. We have typically struggled here and against Matt Cantorino, so we'll see what we can do. Win on second though in the top of the 2nd. Here comes Hendrick, not having a great postseason, and that continues. Up then Ford comes and he strikes the final 2 batters of the inning out as we head to bottom 2nd. Runners on the corners for Tyler Stevenson, 1-2 count to the catcher. He gets plunked by Alcantara as we now have bases loaded, 2-2 count to Ryan McMahon. And he's going to hit one to center. It's going to get down in front of Chiriyo. 1 run scores for sure. 2nd run coming around the corner. Throws not in time. 2-0 Twins here in the bottom of the 2nd. As here comes Curtis Meadow, 2 count to him, and he gets plunked. Wild so far from Alcantara. 2-2 count to Scheller. He's going to go down swinging on the Chet 3rd strike swing, but the damage kind of been done. 2-0 already. As we continue on here, Cantorino has been a bane of our existence here. As we are now flying along here in the top of the 6th, we really need to get something going against Cantorino. Nothing happening there. That should be enough. 6 innings for Alcantara. I'm happy with that. Fenelon can get warm. We need something against Cantorino. Keith is on 2nd here with 2 away for Mason Wynn, but he strikes out Wynn. Unfortunately, we just cannot get anything going here as we get through the bottom of the 7th. Now it's good. It's Lang and it's Diaz. We need 2 runs, and they have got, quite predictably, brought on Emmanuel Clase. Has been magnificent in this series so far, and might be the reason we're going to go home empty-handed from this game. Ford is up in a full count. He strikes out swinging as well. Back-to-back strikeouts for Clase. Here comes Byers. He's going to ground to 3rd. Play is made with 3 outs away from losing this game, losing this series, and ending our season. Lang is in, shuts the door on the 8th, sorry. Diaz getting warm, but he might not be needed. It's Workman, Chiriyo, Green. What can we get started? Here is Workman. He's been good so far. He deserves this chance. 2-1 count to Gage Workman. He's going to single down the line. That's the way to start this inning. That's what we needed. Chiriyo is now up. 0-2 count to the centre fielder. Not what we needed. But it doesn't matter. He's going to take that ball into the right field gap. Workman on his way round to 3rd. He's going to hold at 3rd. It's a double from Chiriyo. And we now have the tying run on 2nd base and the go-ahead run at the dish. Class A has been found out here. 1-0 count to Green. Single scores 2 here. Down the line, 3rd baseman makes the play. Green is out, 1 away. Nikau, we need a huge at-bat from you here. 1-2 count to the big, tall Japanese lefty, but he strikes out looking. 2 away. Keith is up. Our last chance, full count to him. Oh, the season, he's going to hit one to 1st, and it's down the right field line. It's going to score 1 here for sure. The 2nd run scores as well. It's a 2-run double, and a 2-out, 2-run double ties this game in the bottom of the 9th here, in the top of the 9th. This is a season-ending play potentially from Keith, but he comes up huge and gets us tied back up in this game. Class A still in the game, though. Mason Wynn is up. He's 1 for 3 today. 0-2 count to him. What can he do? We've had some 2-hat strike hits before. Not going to happen, but you cannot write this game. Colt Keith with a 2-out, 2-run double to tie this game up in the top of the ninth. Jose Diaz is going to come in and hopefully take us to the 10th. And he does just that. Wilker Reyes is in. Austin Hendrick is up. Lefty on lefty matchup. Not what I'm looking for. So, we're going to bring in Torkelson. Neither of them are being that great today, but I fancy Torque. If you're ever going to, potentially not going to be with us at the end of the season, full count to Torque though against Wilker Reyes. This could be a huge at-bat in dictating our season. As he hits one to right, it's going to be caught though by Rodriguez. And it's one away. Here comes Ford to count to the catcher. He strikes out looking 2 away. Here comes Javi Baez. To count to Baez. He strikes out swinging as well. As we now head to the bottom of the 10th. Elvis Alvarado has been not a bit shaky for us, and he continues to be so, as he has potentially put us in a position to lose. 2 men are on, none away. Here's Urshela. He's going to single up the middle. This could be it. Chirrillo cannot gun him home in time, and that is your final. Twins walk it off here in the bottom of the 10th. Elvis Alvarado blows the game. That is your league championship series. They win the series 4-2. Deservedly so. We weren't good enough with the bat, unfortunately. We made it close with a hugely clutch 2-run double from Colt Keith, who's been excellent throughout this postseason. But it's not enough, as the Twins will head on to the World Series. Do they know their fate yet, though? They do. It's the New York Mets, Gio Urshela wins MVP honours from that game. The Mets, Ronnie Mauricio wins it. What a way to end this season. We've kind of come out of nowhere. We almost threw the playoffs, and then we end up going within 2 games of going to the World Series. I think we can be very happy with the progress we've made from, frankly, just a very non-starter. I mean, we went 65 wins, 67 wins, 70 wins, and then last 2 seasons above 500, second in the division both times. We're starting to make progress. Every year we've improved our win-loss ratio, and I think that's the most important thing we can look at since I've been here. So we will hopefully come back next year, make some off-season acquisitions, more development out of our youth team, younger players. Injuries are reset almost over the summer, and we will hopefully push on to try and improve on that. We did that without Jace Young as well, remember, without Tarek Scuba, without Chase Dollander, without Jimmy Batea. 3 big pitchers for us over the season. They're all coming back now. 2-0 Mets though is the World Series. 3-0 Mets. Are they going to sweep? They do. New York Mets sweep the Minnesota Twins as we come close here and end up finishing 4th, arguably overall. A huge good score though. Surely our owner loves us now, as we are, well, he wanted us to they've changed it, but he wanted us to reach the playoffs. Now he wants us to reach the World Series by 2032, so we have 5 years or so to do that. That is it though, and huge news as Hyoji Nakao does what I didn't think he would do, and he voids his contract. Now a free agent. I don't think he's going to get that much money though. I really don't. He's asking me for 43 million, so he's got a different opinion of how much he's worth. Not the end of the world. I think it's going to open the door for quite a bit more financial freedom, as we're going to... is he actually arbitration eligible? He is. He is arbitration eligible. I'm absolutely not going to be doing that. I may look to trade him, to be honest. We shall see. Quite a few big names though here. Riley Green's going to be asking for a lot of money. Probably going to want an extension of long term. No, he doesn't. So, yeah, lots to think about and lots to do here. That will be in another episode though. We'll just quickly go through the rest of these. Our budget looks like it's gone up. In fact, I can tell you exactly if I go here. Salary, if I go finances, we can see, accounting. Our budget actually remains the same, but it looks like, yeah, it's probably factoring in some of those arbitrations, which I'm not going to take. So, a couple of retirees. Oman Narvaez was in our lineup in our Erie, and he's gone. Jonathan Castagnosi is gone. Leo Lockhart. Gabe Darcy, a guy we drafted, is retired. Another guy we drafted, I believe, Jonathan Castillar. No, sorry, he was a minor league deal. I actually remember signing that minor league deal. He's gone though as well. Illich has given us a 3-year extension. AJ Hinch is gone. We need a new manager. Fine with that. We've been offered a trade for Gomberg. We'd definitely benefit from it. Apparently, he looks okay. I don't mind giving up Kervin Castro. I don't mind giving up this guy. I might just do that. He's a minor leaguer. Why not? Get that done. Papkun is quite a good player, if I remember correctly. He is 66th ranked prospect. We'll see the top prospects ending this season. Jimmy Batea is 9th there. Very good player, but someone I might trade. I do not like his fragile injury proneness, and he's going to get us a haul. So I will look at that. But yeah, that will probably do it for this episode. There's lots to do, lots to think about. But overall, I think we've got to be pretty happy with that. We'll have a quick look at what happened in the minor leagues as well in the next episode. But a lot of progression from the guys, lots of decisions to make with people like Nikal. But we'll find out what that all happens in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed our bit of a playoff run we had there, and I'll see you next time.